one of the close disciples of Imam Ali Amir al Mu'mineen. This is one of the well known supplications, being the supplication of Al Khadir alayhi salam. Allama al Majlisi says that it is the best of all supplications which Imam Ali Amir al Mu'mineen alayhi salam taught to commit, one of his best disciples. Recommendedly, the supplication may be said during nights of mid Shaban and every Thursday evening, that is, the nights before it is useful for protecting against the evil of enemies, for the gates of sustenance, and for forgiveness of sins. Both Sheikh al Tusi and Sayyid ibn Tawus have recorded this supplication. Rather, I am quoting it from the book of Misbah al Mutahajjid as follows. In the name of Allah, the All Beneficent, the All Merciful. O Allah, I ask you by your mercy, which embraces all things, by your strength, through which you dominate all things, toward which all things are humble, and before which all things are lowly, by your invisibility, through which you overwhelm all things by your might, which nothing can resist, by your tremendousness, which has fulfilled all things by your authority, which towers over all things by your face, which subsist after annihilation of all things by your name, which have filled the areas of all things by your knowledge, which encompasses all things, and by the light of your face, through which all things are illumined. O light, O all holy, O first of those, who are first, and last of those who are last. O Allah, forgive me those sins which tear apart safeguards. O Allah, forgive me those sins which draw down adversities. O Allah, forgive me those sins which alter blessings. O Allah, forgive me those sins which hold back supplication. O Allah, forgive me those sins which cut down hopes. O Allah, forgive me those sins which draw down tribulation. O Allah, forgive me every sin I have committed and every mistake I have made. O Allah, verily I seek nearness to you through remembrance of you. I seek intercession from you with yourself, and I ask you in the name of your munificence to bring me near to your proximity, to provide me with gratitude toward you, and to inspire me with your remembrance. O Allah, verily I ask you with the asking of a submissive, abased, and lowly man to show me forbearance, to have mercy on me, and to make me satisfied and content with your appointment and humble in every state. O Allah, I ask you the beseeching of one whose indigence is extreme and who has stated to you in difficulties his need, and whose desire for what is with you has become great. O Allah, your authority is tremendous, your place is lofty, your place is hidden, your command is manifest, your domination is overwhelming, your power is unhindered, and escape from your governance is impossible. O Allah, I find no forgiver of my sins, nor concealer of my ugly acts, nor transformer of any of my ugly acts into good acts. There is no God but you, be to you, and yours is the praise. I have wronged myself, been audacious in my ignorance, and depended upon your eternal good turn to me, and your favor toward me. O Allah, O my protector, many are the ugly things you have saved, and tribulations you have abolished. Too many are the stumbles you have, too many are the ordeals you have repelled. Too much is the beautiful praise to which I was unworthy. You have spread abroad, O Allah, my tribulation is tremendous. My bad state is excessive. My acts are inadequate. My fetters have tied and down. My far fetched hopes have held me back from my gain. This world has seduced me with its delusions, and my own soul and delay with its offenses. O my master, so I ask you by your might not to let my evil works and acts veil my supplication from you, not to disgrace me through the hidden things you know of my secrets, not to hasten punishment to me for what I have done in private, such as my evil acts in secrecy and my misdeeds, my continuous negligence, my ignorance, my manifold passions, and my forgetfulness. By your might, O Allah, be kind to me in all states and be gracious to me in all affairs. My God and Lord, whom do I have saved you from whom to ask removal of my affliction and regard for my affairs? My God and my protector, you into effect me a decree in which I followed the caprice of my own soul, and I did not remain weary of adorning my enemies. So he deluded me through my soul's caprice, and therein destiny favored him. So in what was put into effect through me in that situation, transgressed some of your statutes and disobeyed some of your commands. So yours is the argument against me in all of that, and I have no argument in what your destiny put into effect through me therein, nor in what your decree and your test imposed upon me. Now I have come to you, my God, after my shortcoming and immoderation toward myself, proffering my excuse, regretful, broken, apologizing, asking forgiveness, repenting, acknowledging, submissive, and confessing. I find no place to flee from what I have shown, nor any place of escape to which I may turn in my affairs other than your acceptance of my excuse and your entering me into the compass of your mercy. O Allah, so accept my severity of my affliction and release me from the tightness of my fetters. My Lord, have mercy upon the weakness of my body, the thinness of my skin, and the frailty of my bones. O you who gave rise to my creation, to the remembrance of me, to the nurture of me, to goodness toward me, to the nourishment on me. Bestow upon me for the sake of your having given rise with generosity and your previous goodness to me. O my God, Master and Lord, will you torment me with your fire after I have professed your unity, and after the knowledge of you my heart has embraced? The remembrance of you my tongue has constantly mentioned, the love of you which my mind has clung, and the sincerity of my confession, and my supplication humble before your Lordship. Far be it from you are too generous to squander him whom you have nurtured, banish him whom you have brought nigh, drive him drive away him who you have given an abode, or submit to tribulation whom saved, you have saved and shown mercy.
With that I knew my master well, to give the fire of the neighbors' faces, fallen down prostrate before your tremendous
and
hand, O
protector.
tongues voicing sincerely the of your unity and giving thanks to you in praise over hearts, acknowledging your divinity through verification over minds, encompassing knowledge of you until they have become humble, over organs feeding to the places of your worship in obedience and beckoning for your forgiveness and submission. No such opinion is held of you, nor has such been reported. Thanks to your bounty concerning you, O all generous, my Lord, and you know my weakness before a little of this world's tribulations and punishments, and before those ordeals which befall its inhabitants, even though it is a tribulation and ordeal whose stay is short, substance is little, and period is fleeting. How can I then endure the tribulations of the next world and the great ordeals that occur within it? It is a tribulation whose period is long, stays and endures, and sufferers are given no respite, since it only occurs as a result of your wrath, vengeance, and anger, which cannot be withstood by the heavens and the earth. O Master, so what about me? For I am your weak, lowly, base, wretched, and miserable slave. My God, my Lord, my Master, my Protector, for which things would I complain to you? For which of them would I lament and weep? For the pain and the severity of chastisement, or for the length and period of tribulation? So if you take me to the punishments with your enemies, gather me with the people of your tribulation, and separate me from your friends and saints, then suppose, my God, Master, Protector, and Lord, that I am able to endure your chastisement. How can I endure separation from you? Suppose that I am able to endure the heat of your fire. How can I endure not gazing upon your generosity? How can I dwell in the fire while my hope is your pardon? So, by your might, my master and protector, I swear sincerely, if you leave me with speech, I will lament to you from the midst of the fire inhabitants with lamentation of the hopeful. I will cry to you with the cry of those crying for help. I will weep to you with the weeping of the bereft, and I will call to you, where are you, O sponsor of believers, O goal of the hopes of your knowers, O aid of those who seek assistance, O friend of the hearts of the faithful. hearts of the sincere, O God of all the world's inhabitants. Will you glory be to you, my God? And yours is the praise here, therein the voice of a slave surrendered to you. You imprisoned there because of his violations, tasting the favor of its torment because of his disobedience, and confined within its layers because of his sin and crime, while he laments to you with the lament of one hopeful for your mercy, calls to you with the tongue of those who profess your unity, and entreats you by your lordship, my protector. So how should he remain in the chastisement while he has hope for your previous clemency? How should the fire cause him pain while he expects your bounty and mercy? How should its flames burn him while you hear his voice and see his place? How should its groaning encompass him while you know his weakness? How should he be convulsed among its levels while you know his sincerity? How should its keepers torture him while he calls out to you? O Lord, how should he have hope for your bounty in freeing him from it while you abandon him therein? Far be it from you. That is not what is expected from you, nor what is well known of your bounty. Nor is it similar to the goodness and kindness you have shown to those who profess your unity. So I declare with surety that not for you, for what you had decreed concerning the chastisement of your deniers, and what you had foreordained concerning the everlasting home of those who stubbornly resist, you would make the fire entirely coolness and safety, and no one would have a place of rest or abode within it. But you, holy are your names, have sworn that you will hold believers, both jinn and men together, and people those who stubbornly resist your pleasure. Moreover, your majesty is majestic is your eulogy said at the beginning, and were gracious through kindness and favor. What is he who has been believer like him who has been ungodly? They are not equal. My God and Master, so I ask you by the power you have apportioned, that the decision you have determined and imposed, and through which you have overcome him toward whom it has been put into effect, that you forgive me in this night and at this hour every offense I have committed, every sin I have performed, every ugly thing I have concealed, and every folly I have enacted, whether I have hidden, announced, concealed, or manifested it, every evil act which you have commanded the noble writers to record, those whom you have appointed to watch over what appears from me, whom you have made along with my organs willing together, and you were the watcher over me from behind them, and the witness of what is hidden from them. But through your mercy you concealed it, and through your bounty you veiled it. Bestow upon me an abundant share of every good you send down, kindness you confer, goodness you unfold, provision you spread out, sin you forgive, or error you my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my God, my Master, my Protector, owner of my bond, O He in whose hand is my forelock, O He who knows my affliction and my misery, O He who is aware of my poverty and indigence, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, I beseech you in the name of your truth, holiness, and the greatest of your attributes and names, to make my times in the night and the day inhabited by your remembrance and joined to your service, and to make my works acceptable to you, so that my works and litanies may all be a single litany, and my occupation with your service everlasting. My Master, O He upon whom I depend, O He to whom I complain about my states, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, strengthen my organs in your service, fortify my ribs in determination, bestow upon me earnestness in my fear of you, and continuity in my being joined to your service, so that I may move easily toward you in the fields of the foremost. Hurry to you among the prominent desire, fervently your proximity among the fervently desirous. Move nearer to you with the nearness of the sincere. Fear you with the fear of those who have your certitude, and gather with the believers in your vicinity. O Allah, whoever desires evil for me, desire it for him. Whoever deceives me, deceive him. Make me one of your most excellent slaves in portion. In your decree, the nearest of them in station to you, and the most elected in proximity to you. Hurry to me, for that cannot be attained except by your bounty. Grant generously to me through your munificence. Incline toward me with your splendor. Protect me with your mercy. Make my tongue remember you without ceasing, and my heart aspire your love. Be gracious to me by answering me favorably. Nullify my slips and forgive my lapses. For you have decreed your worship to your servants, commanded, supplicate you, and assured them that they would be answered. So toward you, my Lord, I have turned my face, and toward you, my Lord, I have extended my hand. So in the name of your might, respond to my supplication. Make me attain my desires. Do not sever my hoping for your favors, and spare me the evil of my enemies from among the jinn and the men. O he whose pleasure is quickly achieved, forgive him who knows nothing but supplication. For you do what you will. O he whose name is a remedy, whose remembrance is the cure, and whose obedience is wealth. Have mercy upon him, whose capital is hope, and whose weapon is tears. O ample in blessings, O repeller of adversities, O light of those who are lonely in the darkness. O knower who has never taught, bless Muhammad and Muhammad's household, and do to me what is worthy of you. May Allah bless his messenger and the holy imams of his household, and give them abundant peace.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد